But that is why we try by all means to bring men into light in the little ways that we can. I heard the story of a guy. The day he decided to steal was the day they killed him. The first time he decided to say, I have suffered enough, let me just try this thing, he was killed. Meanwhile, there were people that have been doing it and they have been telling him, brother, do this thing now, it's sweet, it's this, it's that. He didn't know that that is the spirit of Babylon. And because there was no one to educate him that this thing coming is because of a great potential, he yielded to Babylon. They saw that this one is a burning and a shining light, so Babylon was waiting for one day to corrupt his fountain. That very day that you will compromise, that's the day that he was tried. I'm saying this so that you will know that just in case you want to compromise, remember that Babylon goes after great potentials. How do I know one is great? By the rage of darkness that comes against him. Why is my life in chaos? Why are my own things different? Yes, it's a sign that you are great. It's a sign. You don't need any other sign from God. The day Job's life turned upside down, that was the day I knew Satan was involved. You put your hand here, it's scatters. You put your hand there, it scatters. Satan knows. He knows that the day you are empowered with wealth, a lot of people will come out from poverty. So he suppresses you just so that you can accept his bargain, so that you can accept his offer and yield to Babylon. That is why you must have a thick skin against Satan. By knowledge you advance, knowing that though your beginning might be small, but the latter end shall greatly increase. The Bible says those that sow in tears, they shall reap in joy. Pay the price now. Pay the price of separation now. Pay the price. Yes, suffer all the sufferings now, because through those scars a generation will come into enlightenment. They were beating Jesus. They thought that they were wounding his flesh. They didn't know that they were opening a stream of healing, opening revival, opening salvation. The more they were tearing his skin and thinking they were killing him, the more they create pathways for life to flow into humanity. Paul said, I bear on my body the marks of Christ, so that I might attain the excellency of God. Drink your curry and drink it honorably, because one day a generation will feed from your bowels. Drink it and don't cry. Drink your curry. Drink it. Yes. Julius, drink it, because one day, just one day, you will know that there is hope for a tree, even if it's cut down. Death is all around you. Go through the fire. Every day you wake up and cry. Go through the fire. Why is this sickness not going? Go through the fire. Why can't I be like my mate? Yes, go through the fire. One thing I know is that God will not take away the fire. If you think that God will take away the fire, then you are a joker. He said when you walk through the fire, one thing that will happen is that you will not be burnt. That is how you know that God is with you. When all hope is lost, when you still survive, you know that it is God and not the hand of a man. Some of you praying, God, take away this storm. He will not take it away. So the psalmist told him, he said, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. That means there is a valley that is shadowed with death. But by what means, by what confidence do you walk through this valley? My confidence is not that I am healthy. My confidence is that he is with me. Is he with you? Then go through the fire. So labor to have Jesus by your side. If you can be sure that he is by your side, then rest. Just go through the fire. He didn't say he would take away the serpent and the scorpion. He said when you tread upon serpent and scorpion, that means he wants you to walk on it. I could imagine what was running through the mind of the three Hebrew children. The king said, hit up the fire 7 times. They hit it up. He said, carry them and throw them inside. The Bible said they took their strongest men, and when their strongest men came close to the fire, they died immediately. Because of the heat, they died. When they were going, the fire didn't off. They were feeling the heat. They saw the heat of the fire. They still didn't doubt God. In fact, from the conversation with the king, they said, we know our God is able. Our God has the capacity. That is all you need to tell that challenge. Look at the storms of life face to face. I know my God, and if you want to change my life now, he can change it. But even if he doesn't change it, I will not bow. Oh, okay, we are not careful to respond to you on this matter. They look at you and say, we will not promote you until you sleep with me. Tell the boss, I'm not careful to sack myself on this matter. Yes, I can sack myself because I know my God. He is able, capable, and available. He will not kill the lion, sir. You will be thrown into the lion's den. But one thing that is certain is that the lions will have no power over you. And when they were thrown into the fire, they noticed that they were not alone. I am not alone. Yes, yes, landlord might be coming, and you will look and think that you are alone. I have come to tell you that you are not alone. They threw them in the fire, and when the king looked intently, he saw a burning one. He said, David threw 3 men into the fire. How come they are 4? Yes, the prince will always be with you. Jehovah Ophini will always be with you. The one that boxes it with both hands. He is God, the prince of peace. In case you want to give up, don't give up. A generation awaits you. Just pay the price, enjoy the process, because that will be a story for a generation. How do you want to rise to a place of fatherhood if you don't have stories for your children? Oh, how I slept on the road, and it was as though there was no hope for me. But I know a God that changes the life of men. He picks the boy beggar from the dunghill and set him to sit with princes. I know that God. I know that God is Jehovah. They forgot that David was part of their sibling. They forgot that guy was part of them. When the king came, the man did not remember that he had a child like David. Some of you, they might have forgotten you in your family. They might have despised you and say no hope for you. When Samuel comes with the oil, then you will know that God finds men, even the ones forgotten in the bush. Can any good thing come out of Nazareth? And Samuel showed up with the oil. So you see, the oils know whose head deserves it. The oil knows. You might not wear good clothes, and they will say this one is not dressing well. The oil knows. When the rightful heir came, the Bible said that the oil flowed. A shepherd boy in the bush on that day became a king. He slept as a shepherd boy, woke up as a king. Who told you that that's your end? You see, when God want to turn again the captivity of Zion, they will be like them that dream it. It might look as though this is your end, but the day the Lord is coming to turn again that captivity, it will look like a dream. That is why the day your journey to God